because of this pandemic, honest to God, man, I can't remember the last time you and I actually spoke because, it was funny. I was just talking to Twin Kennedys and we were saying like this year, it's like, is it this year? Is it last year? Who did I just talk to? Like topsy turvy, upside down. You know those cartoons where somebody falls down one way and it flips over? That's the way this like last 2 years have felt like, brother. How you
Oh
doing
man,
throughout
you're
this, man?
not lying, man. It's been a heck of a time for us to just try and piece together what was the last thing we did or talked about, or it's all.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But one of the things at least we can say is when we talk about things happening in 2021, CCMAs and you. What's the connection there?
Well, we're up for a couple this year, which is great. That's that's awesome. No, it's been really cool, man. Like I I love. I mean, I think awards are an awesome little bonus of thing that we get to experience and be up for. But like I love the CCMAs, but I love it because I get to go see everybody, and hang out with people that we usually see in passing or for a very short period of time. So it's always such a good time to just go there and get to hang out with everybody. It's a bonus being up for awards. So
Yeah, congrats on that, man. And the same like Zoom, this is the only way right now. Well, not really the only way, but this is the way we've been, talking for the last little while. And, when you think about it, when your music gets nominated in 2021, I think that's really special because a lot of us, of course, were locked up. I shouldn't use the term locked up. We had to stay home.
yeah,
And most people have been listening to music. Your music has been part of that beautiful experience. So it's got to be special for you knowing that when people could not go out, they were either maybe watching a virtual performance from you, but definitely listening to your music, man. So that's got to be special. And then the added bonus, of course, getting the nominations.
yeah, totally. Well, I mean, it's all. I mean, anytime anybody's listening to anything is awesome. Yeah, and I mean, streaming I think went up crazy when people had to stay home. So I'm just glad to be a part of that. That's why we make music. That's so to it, whenever they want to. And it's just that this year has just been, like I look back on it and you mentioned like the live performances or the kind of streaming shows or whatever. I didn't realize that I would like them as much as I do. And it's probably something I'll continue to do, even though it's just amazing how many people you can reach at one time. I mean, if we're not taking advantage of technology, then what are we doing? Live shows are my bread and butter, and I love them, and they're my favorite thing, and they're why I do everything, and that's what I'm waiting to get back to. But at the same time, I also developed relationships with fans I didn't even know I had, and who are now my friends. So it's that's been the gift, if there's something positive to take out of all this. So
It's so funny. As we were talking, I now remember the last time you and I saw each other was at the
okay,
2019 CCMAs that were in London. And of course,
yeah.
it was at the dinner, and you were heading up and down on that thing, man.
No, yeah, it's that's yeah. I think you're right. I think that is the last time, which is crazy. 2019,
Yeah, because I was the voice of God for that too. So I had a blast being able to sit back
right?
there and watching all the fun. Just curious, are you, well, dumb question, but are you going to be there in London for the CCMAs?
I am. I actually am. We're working that out now, but it's so funny. I think the CCMAs are so like they're just behind on who's doing what on what, and like we're just finding out this week what's going on, and we're not that far away from it at all. So, but yes, I will be there. I believe my wife is coming with me and one of my managers, so we're gonna experience all that there is to experience. I know a lot of things are CCMA kind of sanctioned events. A lot of them, the ones that usually happen, aren't happening. So, but we'll go there and be a part of it. So we can't wait.
And I know it's tough for them because things are changing left and right. So they're just trying to figure out
Oh
how we're
yeah,
going to make this
uh,
work.
Totally. And good on him for doing it. I think it's important that we get back together. I think it's important that we be there in person, whether it's, no matter how much is going on. I think it's going to be very healthy for us, even if we can't do all the things that we want to do. So we'll just go and do what we can. That's all you can do.
Well, one of the things that we definitely can do, man, is enjoy new music. EP, my friend, congratulations.
Thank you.
What is the new EP called, and how's it representing your career today, brother?
Yeah, it's called Lucky Stars, and we just shot a video for the song Lucky Stars. This, there's a couple things. This record, my producer Matt McClure, who produced V as well, my last record, he kind of came in at the 11th hour of that record, and produced a record that we had kind of already mapped out, and did an amazing, great job on it, because we had a previous producer that we just had issues locking down and timeline and all that. So Matt kind of came in, did a wonderful job with it. And then since we started working together, it was like we started to get excited about the next record while we were even working on B, because it was something like he had a kind of a vision for where it could go, which I bought into, which actually just made everything a little bit easier for me. The last record compared to this record, like this one just feels like so much more me and us, and what we were able to do with the sound and how I'm singing and all, like just a bunch of things. So, so that being said, that's why we're really excited about Lucky Stars, because we finally feel like we got to make our record. And then, going forward, the other thing was, Lucky Stars, the song. This is like literally the most perfect song, I think, for the times we're in. It's about something that I had to do in 2020 was, and even the early part of 2021 is really just focus on what I had and what was good, and instead of because everywhere you turn, I feel like we're all just picking out the negatives, and with just mainstream like media and the news, it's just like like you really have to dig down and fight to find something good, and I think that's what Lucky Stars is all about. So it's a fitting title for this record. So
Now, you mentioned about the voice. This is a thing that I was really tuned into when I was listening to the song, the track. You got like an 80s rock star voice, but you're singing country, and it blew me away how the two just mingled together, man. How did you guys pull that off?
yeah, it's something that we talked about, and it's something that he kind of saw, in me. Like I come from 90s country music. Like that's what I grew up on. That's what I love. That's what so early on in my career, I had a lot of those 90s things that were in there. My producer is from Texas. So we had we just had these like really country, that's kind of what we vibed on. And then when Matt kind of saw what I could do, we cut a couple songs on V that he was like, dude, you can sing this stuff. And not only that, he's like, you also have songs that you're kind of, without knowing it, you're writing these songs that you can really, dig into and sing. And, when I grew up playing in bars, so we would go from, playing George Strait and Garth Brooks songs to, Bon Jovi. So it was like, I always had all this stuff where I was like, I did it. And then, so when Matt was like, man, I feel like we need to like tap into this a little bit more, because there's a lot of magic there. So when we put this record together, that we had a lot of fun with all of that. So.
Man, not only am I going to probably see you at the, as a nominee for this year's awards, the way this album is sounding, man, I got a feeling it's going to be the same thing next year too. So I hope you're sitting up close to the front at the dinner at the award show too. So, don't need you to be going through the crowd and everything else, man, like the last time I saw you. Just sit up front.
It's all good, man. It's awesome. It's all like when your peers vote for you. I mean, there's nothing more validating than that. And I'm just, like I said, I'm really just happy to be here, and just happy to be able to make a wonderful living doing what I love. It's and talking to folks like you. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. Tour-wise, what's happening with you, man? Especially as we're heading into the end of 2021, and what's going on with 2022?
Yeah, we the end of this year we start a tin roof tour in the United States. So we basically start in Alabama and then go to Kentucky and then Ohio, Michigan. There's a bunch of shows, and so we're kind of in that vein right now. And going into the new year, we'll be kind of doing that. And I'm going to Alberta next week, which I'm super excited about, to do a couple shows, which are a little more stripped down, but we're just happy to be up
Mm.
there doing our thing. And then 2022, I feel like we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We've got a lot of fans that are like, "When are you coming here?" And we're like, "We're trying. We're trying to figure it out." But as soon as we can do it, and it's obviously safe for everybody to be there, and everybody can really enjoy themselves, that's when we want to do it. We want to do it when we can really all get back together, maybe kiss this COVID thing goodbye, and just have a lot of fun and be able to play live shows again. So this summer of 2022 is starting to look really promising. So we're really excited.
What are the plans for the Christmas season, man?
I think the wife and I are going to go to Disneyland. We usually do
Ah,
Disney World. We usually do Disney World every year, but it might just be me and her this year. So her sister has a newborn at home, and they're about to get married, so they've got a lot of plans. And
nice.
so so we're like, I don't know what we're going to do, but we've never been to Disneyland, so we're like, why not? If it's just us, maybe we'll just go out there. So that's what the current plan is. We'll see what happens.
Fantastic, man. No, I got to do Disney World, man. The Aerosmith ride, I gotta.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah,
Oh, it's so great. You will love it.
I love that. And what's the other one? The mountain with the abominable
Splash Mountain.
snowman. No, not Splash Mountain. There's another
Oh,
one with
yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's in Animal Kingdom.
yeah.
Um, 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 um.
And I love Animal Kingdom
E-
too, man.
I know, Expedition Everest.
There it is. I love that one. I actually stayed over at Animal Kingdom. It is freaky, man, when you wake up and there's a giraffe at your window and there's like zebras running by and you're just like,
I love it.
okay, I
I
ain't in
love it.
Kansas anymore, man. This is
I ain't in
crazy.
Kansas anymore. Yeah, we've never stayed over there, but we've always wanted to. So, one of these times we will. So we try and go. We try and go every Christmas. It's a good time up for the wife and I. We're both kind of not working, so
Oh, one thing I'm gonna throw at you. Have you ever done
yeah.
the Find the Mickeys?
No, but we have found some Mickeys.
Okay. I ain't talking Mickeys. I'm talking about, do you know what the Find the Mickeys are?
I think so. Like you find little like Mickeys in like different parts of the park or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah, but you can't ask anybody who works at the park because they will smile at you and deny it. It is freaky, man, where you find some of these the three circles that's supposed to
Oh yeah,
represent Mickey Mouse, and you're just like,
right,
there's one, and you're supposed to jot it down or something. It's like a hidden
right,
game that
right.
you play. So
Yeah, they're just incredible at all the little things they do, and it's just yeah, it's the happiest place on earth, man. We
absolutely.
try and get there every year to get our dosage of happiness.
Well, look, man, you enjoy it. I know we get our doses from hearing your music, man. So it works the same way
Thank
too.
you.
As we wrap this up, do you have any words of wisdom for us as we're going into 2022 and knowing what we've all dealt with? I mean, people have lost jobs, they've lost friends, they've lost family. To me, way too many funerals out there, man. That's been happening because of
Yeah,
this.
man, you're not.
And every year as we lead into this, in 2019, people were like looking forward to 2020. 2020 rolled around. God, let's get to 2021. Now they're thinking the same thing. Can we get to 2022? Any words
Yeah,
of wisdom for us, my brother?
man, I don't know that I have like a ton of wisdom in me, but I think, for me, it's about like I pour a cup of coffee in the morning and I just try and jot down two or three things I'm grateful for. And that's been a good practice for me during this whole thing. And because it's just tough. There's no bones about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's just
Yeah.
tough. So, we do a live stream every Tuesday night. If y'all want to come join and tell us what you're grateful for, that's kind of what that's for. Every Tuesday, we just get together on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and we just do, we highlight some comments of what people are grateful for, and just try and create an atmosphere to be grateful. I think it's impactful. So
Absolutely. Look, Good luck heading into the CCMAs. I'm going to be in the audience. First time I'm actually going to be in the audience. Usually I'm voice of God. I'm actually going to sit down and have a meal.
Oh man, you get to just chill. I love it. That's great.
Oh yeah, and I'm planning on making sure I got enough room on my camera, man, because I got to take a lot of pics, and I want to make sure you and I get a snap too. So
Yes, absolutely. We will do that.
and all the best for 2022. Looking forward to everything that you're doing, and looking forward to you touring, coming back over to Ontario too, man. Anyways, all the best to the family. Enjoy the holidays, and definitely see you soon, brother.
Love it, man. Thank you so much. See you.